What does it mean to be a patriot? The patriots, the original patriots in the United States, were men, mostly men, some women, who fought side by side with their neighbors for freedom, for individual liberty. A patriot, in my eyes, is a man or a woman who stands up for our republic. That doesn't matter where they're from. It doesn't matter if they've served in the military. It doesn't matter if they have been a police officer or a firefighter. All that matters is that they are willing to stand up and fight for this country. But not the country itself, in terms of not the government. Patriots don't fight for the government. Patriots fight for the Constitution. Patriots fight for the preservation of our republic and for individual liberties. So if you really want to know what a patriot is, you look at one of those people who can fight for liberties they may not necessarily always agree with, or fight for people's freedoms, even if they don't agree with how people use that freedom. For example, gay marriage. I'm not really for or against it. Personally, I'm not gay, and so I'm not going to partake in it. However, I don't believe that we have the right as a society to stop people from marrying who they want. A marriage, in its most basic form, is a contract between two people, and of course, it is officiated by somebody, either that somebody being a church, or to some people, their marriage is officiated by their pastor or priest and sanctioned by God. Now, what those in the government want us to believe now is that they are God. Those who love government so much that they believe that people must get a license to get married. These people claim to be God because they are sanctioning marriage. Well, this is unacceptable. And this should not be a part of our government. Also, institutionalized theft. You know, it's one thing to have taxes to run the basic functions of our government, but then to decide that you as a government official or people in the government have the right to take the labor of your neighbor and distribute that labor to somebody else. And yes, their money is their labor. No matter how you think they didn't work, you think they inherited, you think whatever, it doesn't matter. This was labor that in one way or another belongs to them. Whether it was their grandparents, their great-grandparents, or their parents who worked extremely hard to get to where they are, their family did what they did for the benefit of their family. That's not our right to say, well, that's not fair. Well, fairness has nothing to do with it. Freedom does. Remember, you can be all happy and satisfied with democracy as long as you are on the side of the majority. But I've seen countless number of people who bellyache and scream and go out in, a million people in the streets protesting, all because they're not in the majority. Well, according to your rules, shut the hell up and wait until the next voting period and then vote your majority in and you get what you want. But that's not what this country is about. True patriots understand that. And so those of us who are, those of us Americans who are out there debating Republican versus Democrat, right versus left. They're missing the point, and therefore they're missing out on what it means to be a patriot. This isn't right versus left in the traditional sense, the way that it has been programmed into most people's minds. This is right versus left. Right meaning absolutely zero government, and left meaning 100% government. Look at it as a scale in that sense. Everything else does not matter, because it doesn't matter who is in charge of government. If government is so intrusive that they make rules that affect us all and take away all of our freedom, it doesn't matter what kind of rules those are. They're just different freedoms. They're just the same amount, it's just different parts. And all of it's bad. You know, if it was a Christian, 100% Christian government, it would be bad, because it would be taking away all of our rights and making us have to live by this certain mandates, okay? But the same thing goes with 100% liberal government. It would be horrible, because they would be taking away our rights, and they're already doing this. Okay, the Christians, or should I say the moralists, the religious moralists versus the secular moralists. And to the secular moralist, if somebody is hungry, if there's a homeless guy in the street, that's immoral, and anybody who doesn't help him, or anybody who complains about taxes, is immoral. Okay? Global warming is kind of like this new religion that people have. And anybody who complains about the taxes we have to pay, or complains about having to drive a hybrid, you are immoral. Okay? And in the same sense, you have these people, anybody who has, sodomy, or anybody who is gay is immoral, right? It's the same thing, Anybody who wants to drive a SUV, that's one side. They're immoral. That's the leftist point of view. And the right-wing religious point of view, you're immoral if you like to have sodomy. It's all BS, though, because it's none of your business. I like to drive an SUV, fine. If I want to have sodomy, I like girls, so it would be with women. That's my business. It isn't yours, okay? And this is the problem with this country right now in this whole right versus left argument. And I say anybody who is stuck in that right-left argument and sees the Republic over to this side, and knows the Republic, or at least should I say understands that we are supposed to be a Republic, but prefers democracy because they want to impose their beliefs on you, they are not patriotic. A true patriot is one who fights for everybody else's freedom. Okay? A true patriot is one who fights for everybody else's liberty, to the possible sacrifice of his or her own life. That's a true patriot. Thanks. Talk to you later.